Someone's gotta stop him. Somebody will. Count on it.
There might be something else I can offer you.
Curtis's marriage is on the rocks, and I don't know how I feel about
You
it.
sure you're okay with this?
Do we have a deal?
No one threatens my family and lives.
General Hospital latest update. Explosive truths rock Port Charles as Sidwell bribes a judge for Michael's custody win, plots to murder Natalia and frame Sonny, and manipulates Marco in his quest for power. Meanwhile, Drew's twisted obsession with Willow spirals into a fake marriage proposal, and Daisy's mysterious crib intruder sparks a chilling new threat. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Sidwell bribed Judge Heron for Michael's custody win. General Hospital recap for Thursday, June 19th, reveals that Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, got updates on the bad news Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, received from his surgeon and assured Kai that he'd bury the documentary footage. Since Kai was feeling so lost without football, Drew offered a paid internship that involved working for him in both Port Charles and DC. Kai seemed blown away over the gesture as Drew urged him to mull it over. At their apartment, Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ollie, and Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, had a Drew trashing session. After Trina shared the latest Kai details and blamed Drew for getting his hopes up, Jocelyn complained about Drew and all the custody case drama. Trina felt confident that someone would stop Drew eventually, but she was scared over Kai believing his nice guy act. Jocelyn insisted that the truth about Drew would come out once his Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, frame-up fell apart. At the Metro Court pool, Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, met up with Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, for drinks and talked about Curtis Ashford's, Donnell Turner, marriage being in trouble. Jordan didn't know how to feel about it and didn't have much sympathy for Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, since she lied to Curtis again. Anna fished to find out if Jordan would want another chance with Curtis if his marriage ended, but Jordan was uncertain. Nearby, Isaiah Gannon saw Andy Wilson, had drinks with Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, and checked on her since Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, was worried about his sister. Later, Lulu approached Anna to thank the commissioner for her help bringing Charlotte Cassadine, Scarlett Fernandez, home. There were some apologies on both sides as Lulu and Anna moved past any previous tension. Back with Jordan, she spoke to Isaiah about Jens Sidwell, Carlo Rota, and got a bit riled over Isaiah bringing up Curtis during their discussion. However, Isaiah was sorry his own romance with Jordan didn't work out, and she seemed bummed too as she suggested sometimes the timing was off. At the Quartermaine mansion, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, caught up with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, briefly before she put Daisy, Levi Clark Coughlin, to bed. After Sasha left Daisy's room, someone mysterious approached the crib and peeked at her. Later, Sasha came back and noticed that Daisy's mobile was spinning as well as playing music. That left Sasha perplexed since somebody obviously turned it on. Back with Jason, Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, talked to him about respecting Sasha's decision to raise the baby on her own. Although Michael could still be part of the picture, he wouldn't have any legal rights as a parent. That said, Michael mentioned that Sasha would change her will and make sure he'd be the one to care for Daisy if something happened to her. Jason thought Michael was smart to think ahead. Michael felt confident in his decision to trust Sasha's judgment, but he knew many of his family members wouldn't agree with this. Fortunately, Jason was willing to back Michael up. At Windmere, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, showed up for a meeting with Jens Sidwell, Carlo Rota, and asked why Sidwell wanted to buy his peers. Sidwell admitted he wanted to end Sonny's influence in Port Charles and focus on expanding his own business, so reducing mob drama worked in his favor. After Sidwell mentioned how Sonny had already lost one son, he assumed Sonny would want to live a life of safety and security with his family now. Sonny took that as a threat, but Sidwell denied that and played up how he wouldn't want anything to happen to Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo, either. After Sidwell asked if they had a deal, Sonny made it clear that Port Charles was his home and that he was willing to protect it. In the end, Sonny warned Sidwell to take his money and stay out of his way. Meanwhile, Marco opened up to Lucas Jones Van Hansis about the mess Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, was in when it came to Sonny and acting D. Justin Turner, Nazneen contractor. Lucas and Marco reflected on their complicated parental situations, which led to Lucas voicing fears about Sidwell potentially putting Marco in danger. Talk ultimately turned to Michael's custody case. so Marco acknowledged how rare it was for a judge to side with the father. At Windermere again, Judge Eva Heron, Tessa Bergerac, showed up and confirmed to Sidwell that she gave Michael sole custody like he wanted. As a result, Sidwell assured Judge Heron that the rest of the money would be sent to her account. General Hospital spoilers say Sidwell will make plenty of other dirty moves as part of his shady agenda. Today's next update: Sidwell's deadly scheme targets Natalia and incriminates Sonny? General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota, might have Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, murdered and pin the blame for the crime on Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. We know that Sidwell has had eyes on his ex and had her followed when Sonny had his heart surgery. Is this Sidwell's latest tactic to remove Sonny from the equation? Sonny came up with a plan for Natalia. Sonny recently urged Natalia to escape to Belize, where he owns property and has connections that could assist her in starting anew, similar to witness protection. Although Natalia had some doubts, Sonny reassured her that it was a viable option to keep her out of prison, although it may not be necessarily safer. Naturally, Sonny doesn't intend to go to the extreme of eliminating Natalia, making this a mutually beneficial solution. Natalia can enjoy a fresh beginning in Belize, while Sonny ensures she doesn't provide any evidence that might lead to larger problems. With interim District Attorney Justine Turner, Nazneen contractor, set on bringing down the mob boss, it's clear why Sonny is so keen to send Natalia away. Sidwell could find out and take advantage of the situation. Nonetheless, Sidwell could step in and create the illusion that Sonny resorted to extreme actions to eliminate Natalia. What if Sidwell goes to the extent of orchestrating Natalia's murder and pinning the blame on Sonny? General Hospital's preview video for the week of June 16th to 20th features a showdown between Sonny and Sidwell, who asserts his intention to dismantle Sonny's power in this city. It remains plausible that Sidwell is orchestrating the attempts on Sonny's life, and if that's true, he must be growing increasingly frustrated with their lack of success. Instead, Sidwell might consider a different approach and set Sonny up for the permanent removal of Natalia. Neither Sidwell nor Marco feel any allegiance to Natalia. Natalia and Sidwell's marriage ended on a sour note, leaving him without any sense of loyalty towards her. This is particularly true given that Natalia rejected Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo, after he revealed he was gay, while Sidwell welcomed Marco with open arms and formed a genuine connection with him. Perhaps Sidwell is considering making Natalia pay for her treatment of Marco while also dealing with Sonny. If Sidwell orchestrates a grim outcome for Natalia, he could frame Sonny for it, potentially landing him in prison. Sidwell is planning some strategic adjustments regarding his power play in Port Charles, so keep an eye out for any upcoming prison developments involving Sonny. Today's next update: Drew's new offer. Jason questions Michael, Daisy at risk. General Hospital spoilers update for Thursday, June 19th, reveals that Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, will launch a face-off with Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rota. We'll see Sonny push for some answers about Sidwell's agenda, but he won't like the response he gets. Sidwell wants to cut off Sonny's Port Charles influence and may be willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. Sonny will get protective of his family, so he'll make it clear that anyone who puts them at risk won't live to tell the tale. At some point, it looks like Sidwell will pressure Marco Rios, Adrian Anchondo, into a deal, one that brings conflicting feelings for his son. Marco is hoping to help Natalia Ramirez, Eva LaRue, avoid criminal consequences, but will she really be willing to turn on Sonny and help the cops put him away? It'll be interesting to see how it all goes down since a new life in Belize is still on the table for Natalia. It's even possible Sidwell will wipe Natalia off the map and try to pin it on Sonny, which could get his rival out of the way. Other General Hospital spoilers say Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, will unload all her Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, frustration and get some support from Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy. Trina will agree with Jocelyn about someone needing to stop Drew and will guarantee it's going to happen. Speaking of Drew, he'll have a new proposal for Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, to mull over. Kai can't pursue football anymore since his surgery didn't work as well as he was hoping. Drew may push Kai toward a political career instead and promise that he can open plenty of doors for him. Meanwhile, Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, will bring Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, up to speed on his latest discussion with Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, who hasn't changed her mind about raising Daisy Gilmore Corinthos, Levi Clark Coughlin, herself. Jason will wonder if Michael can really live with that, but Michael may double down on respecting Sasha's wishes. Michael can take comfort in the fact that Daisy will know he's her dad and that Sasha's not just shoving him aside. Of course, we should also mention a disturbing moment in Thursday's preview video, which involves someone mysterious approaching Daisy in her crib. This should be the same person who was watching outside the house and the one who caused the nursery mix-up too. Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, is always suspiciously off-screen resting when these Daisy-related incidents happen. General Hospital writers could be setting up a story where Willow's mental health woes worsen with blackouts and alarming moves. That said, Daisy will presumably remain safe despite this crib spy for now. A baptism service is coming up soon with Daisy at the center of it. Next, Isaiah Gannon, Saw Andy Wilson, and Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, will connect over drinks, so they may drown their sorrows together. Lulu and Isaiah are both bummed about Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, leaving town even if it's what's best for Lucky. However, Isaiah and Lulu may bond over romantic problems as well. Since Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, pushed Isaiah away and Lulu shattered her chance at a Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, reunion, it's easy to see why Isaiah and Lulu might commiserate. As for Jordan, she'll be focused on Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, and his rocky relationship. Jordan will give Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, updates as they share some drinks of their own. During this conversation, Jordan will confess she's uncertain of her feelings when it comes to Curtis' failing marriage to Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. This could give Jordan an opportunity to get back together with Curtis, but is that really a good idea? Jordan will have a lot to get off her chest and will use Anna as a sounding board. General Hospital spoilers say Jordan and Curtis may grow even closer in the coming weeks, which could bring terrible news for Portia. Today's next update. Will Drew's final knife twist be in Nina's back as he exits Willow's life? General Hospital spoilers gush. Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, is playing a twisted game, scrambling to help Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, regain her kids, after losing custody to Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson. On the surface, Drew's efforts, pushing legal angles with Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, and even reaching out to Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, in an attempt to broker some peace, seem noble, but his true motive is darker. He thrives on Willow's emotional dependence, keeping her tethered by fixing problems while stoking stress to ensure she needs him. As Willow inches toward independence now that the worst has happened, could Drew, desperate to maintain control, paint himself as a martyr, offering to exit her life to secure her kids? If so, will he torch Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, bond with Willow by revealing their secret tryst as a final act of spite? Drew's manipulative master plan. Drew's help for Willow, like lobbying for visitation rights, masks his hunger for her reliance, seen in his past lies. His fixes ensure she's never too secure with herself and can't seem to gauge whether she can trust her instincts about him that have to be bubbling up to the surface. If Willow grows stronger, Drew might stage a grand exit, claiming it's for her kids. But will he go quietly or lash out to keep her dependent? Nina is Drew's final target. If Drew senses Willow slipping away, he might wield his secret fling with Nina, hidden since he ended up with Willow, as a weapon. By confessing to Willow, perhaps in a calculated heart-to-heart, he could shatter Nina's relatively new relationship with her daughter, ensuring Willow's isolation if he can't have her. This would devastate Willow, but would it surprise anyone that Drew's interest is not actually in looking out for her? Will Drew's spiteful twist ruin Nina to keep Willow broken? A desperate endgame. Drew's obsession with Willow's dependence clashes with her need to stand alone now, especially as visitation hearings loom in the near future. If he paints himself as a sacrifice, exiting to appease Michael, his ego won't let Nina escape unscathed. Fans are speculating Drew is ready to burn it all down, but some wonder if Willow's awakening could foil him. Will Drew's final knife twist in Nina's back as he leaves Willow's life destroy her bond with her daughter? Or will Willow see through his game before it's too late? Today's next update. Emma intercepted Willow's marriage answer, Michael's prediction. General Hospital spoilers for the week of June 23, 2025, suggest lots of twists and turns. Fans can expect Vaughn, Bryce Durfee, to try to intercept Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner. Meanwhile, Willow Tate Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, will give Drew Kane, Cameron Matheson, an answer to his marriage proposal. Willow Tate Corinthos' marriage answer. After losing custody of Wiley Corinthos, Byron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Sequoia and Serenity Morcomac, Drew came up with another extreme idea. As an emotionally numb Willow tries to process everything, Drew has blindsided her with a possible solution. Drew has proposed that they get married. The nurse is likely reluctant and probably knows in her heart this is not right. However, Drew will continue to insist it is her best chance of regaining custody. If Willow says yes, then Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, will go completely berserk. At some point, Nina and Drew's intimate arrangement should be exposed. Of course, it's also possible that Drew calls a judge over to marry them that minute. Drew might insist that the quicker and quieter it is, the less chance of anyone interfering. So maybe Nina won't find out until it's already too late. Michael Corinthos' prediction. Over with Michael. He just found out that Drew is blackmailing Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, is hoping that Drew will make a mistake and he plans on being there to catch it. Michael predicted that Drew would indeed slip up sooner or later. Emma Scorpio Drake intercepted. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Jocelyn Jax, Eden McCoy, urged Vaughn to join Emma's animal rights group. The handler will try to get Emma to think they are a bit alike. Of course, the real plan is to gain Emma's trust. I'm not sure if that will be easy. Emma mentioned to Jocelyn how betrayed she felt by her. Emma has also made it clear that she's not the trusting type. So, I'm not sure if she will fall for Vaughn's faux friendship. Week of June 23, 2025. Next week, fans will also see what happens to baby Daisy Gilmore Corinthos, Levi Clark Coughlin. A preview clip for an episode this week shows a mysterious figure lurking over Daisy's bassinet. Is this a kidnapper or could it be someone Sasha trusts? As next week begins, we will find out more. Today's next update. Carly and Jack have been on the back burner, but his devious plan persists. General Hospital spoilers reveal while Carly Spencer's, Laura Wright, budding romance with Jack Brennan, Chris McKenna, has been on the back burner, her head-over-heels interest in the charming WSB operative is growing hotter as the summer season quickly approaches. Yet Jack is keeping a bombshell from Carly. Her daughter, Jocelyn Jax Eden McCoy, is working for him as a WSB agent, a role he coerced her into to monitor Henry Hank Dalton's, Daniel Goddard, tech project. As Carly dives deeper into Jack's allure, oblivious to his manipulation, his scheme burns bright, threatening to explode. Will Jack's lie about Joss shatter their spark, or can he keep Carly in the dark while his plan unfolds? Carly is falling hard for Jack. Carly's chemistry with Jack has her smitten, a welcome distraction from the custody battle her son just won after weeks of stress preempting it. She may think she trusts him now, but will that last? Jack's charm, honed as a WSB mastermind, keeps Carly hooked, but his silence about Joss' recruitment, forced under threat of exposure, looms large. Unearthing that truth would come with the painful dose of reality about Joss' role in killing Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, and how Jack cleaned it up just to force her compliance in his proposal to become an undercover spy, changing the arc of her life and relationships forever. If Carly senses his secrecy, will her heart override her instincts, or start to unravel his facade? Jack's scheme keeps Joss trapped. Jack's manipulation of Joss, leveraging her skills to infiltrate Dalton's AI project, possibly tied to Jen's Sidwell, Carlo Rota, is a high-stakes gamble. Joss, fully aware that her mother is falling for her boss, operates in secret with only Vaughn Bryce Durfee in the know. Jack's refusal to tell Carly, even as their romance deepens, risks a devastating fallout. If Joss slips or Emma Scorpio Drake's, Braden Bruner, own mysterious secrets intersect, Jack's lie could blow up. Will he maintain control or will Carly's wrath undo him? A romance teetering on lies. Carly's deepening feelings for Jack clash with his calculated deception, setting the stage for a potential explosion. If she learns Joss is a WSB agent, her fury could torch their romance. It would be a shame, given that the fans have fallen for McKenna's version of Jack in ways they never thought possible after Charles Measure exited the role on the hit Sudser. Can Carly's head-over-heels love for Jack survive his lie about Joss? Or will his burning WSB scheme reduce their spark to ashes when the truth ignites? Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.